Hello everyone, hope you're all doing good. I hope you all had a good week of trading and enjoying the weekend. It's pretty sunny here in the UK anyway, so we'll be looking to enjoy that British sun over the weekend and just have a nice little chilled one. Monday's a bank holiday as well, so yeah, little mini break. So yeah, so this video again, quick little video, right? Quick little video. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding entry models, right? So I'm going to show you guys an entry model that we use here, that I use as well. It is slightly on the aggressive side, as far as I'm concerned, but it works, right? It works, especially when you're following the momentum, just following order flow. This is a really solid entry model. And yeah, just before you guys use it, if you use it, make sure you test it, make sure you gather enough data on it. Okay, get comfortable using it, right? Yeah. So this week, by the way, just a little side note, the markets were just literally melting, right? Markets were literally melting. Weekly structure was getting taken, so on and so forth, right? There was a lot of bearish momentum. At this point in time, there's no point in looking to get into buys. Okay, there's no point to look to catch the bottoms or the tops, right? There's no point. Okay, when prices just rallying up, try and get into buys. When prices just melting, try and get into sells. Okay, look for any. So this week, if you just look for any excuses to sell, then you would have been all good, right? Now you might take a loss here and there. That's fine, but just let the numbers play out. Okay, because that selling momentum lasted for a long time. Okay, now we may see the higher time frame pullback having started on Friday, perhaps. Okay, we don't know that yet. Nothing's confirmed yet. But throughout the week, if you just look to sell, you would have been all good. Right, so entry model. So this is a straight CHoCH entry model. Right, now if you don't know what CHoCH is, I'll put like a little link to the CHoCH video that I did. But essentially, okay, so let's say we have a high time frame POI, right? And price comes into it. What we're looking for is a liquidation. Okay, we look for liquidation. And we're looking for pretty aggressive reaction from that POI. Okay, we want to see that aggressive reaction followed by a change of character. Okay, and when you see this change of character, here's your entry right here. Okay, so what we're expecting at that point, so price to come in, tap into it, gather any remaining orders, and be on its way. Okay, very simple entry model. Very simple entry model, right? But it's very powerful, okay? Given that you're using it in the right circumstances, in the right market conditions. Okay, just following order flow, right? So I'm going to go through just a couple of examples quickly. And yeah, just leave you guys to it. So guys, just a little bit of marketing. So no, on a real though, you guys know that I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys for the support. And if you guys do like the content on this page, give it a like, give it a share. And if you've not already done so, subscribe to this channel. Right, let's get back to it. So here's a quick little example, guys. Now, like I said, in these market conditions, right, this was this week or this past week, look for excuses to sell. Okay, and just a little brief sort of outline on the higher time frame here, 15-minute time frame, shall I say. Price is reacting to this sort of interim demand. We get that reaction and we get a failure, right? Now whether you had this marked out as this or just this single candle, okay, that's up to you guys, right? But essentially, when price gets back into this zone, what we're looking for is our entry model. Okay, liquidation, straight CHoCH, enter, right? So if I just jump down to the 1 minute now and play price out. So if you look here, we've had that liquidation into our POI. Okay, we've had that liquidation into the POI. Okay, we've then followed through with a change of character. Okay, it's a straight change of character. right? So at this point, within this example, we've got extra confluence as well, which is we've got liquidity built up going into our POI, our entry POI, which will be here. Okay, so liquidity taken into the POI, straight change the character. We've got extra confluence here, which is liquidity into that entry POI. Okay, so if I just play price out, we had a solid reaction. Okay, and one thing I will say as well is look at this mitigation. It's aggressive. Okay, that's what we want to see. Okay, we want to see aggressive mitigations, right? So if you got in this, you might have took, partials at, X amount, whatever. Okay, and so that was that. Then price comes back into that zone. Now look again. Now, how you guys basically count a zone or POI as invalidated, it's up to you guys, okay? But as far as I'm concerned, this was still a valid POI. We get another liquidation. Change the character. Okay, straight change the character. Okay, this is a pretty aggressive reaction here. Okay, aggressive reaction. Now this might be a bit easier seen if I was to, so go on 30 seconds. So aggressively in, aggressively out. Okay, we get that clear liquidation, straight change the character. Okay, and you have your entry as such. Okay, if I just play price out. So we come in to mitigate and off we go. Right, and this, like I said, you're looking for excuses to sell. Now, don't just go and sell from anywhere. Okay, make sure you have your plan met, etc., etc. Okay, so understand the higher time frame picture, the momentum. Okay, who's in control? Okay, and just follow that. Right. So this is one way of getting in. Right. Now, in terms of time frames, okay, so people are asking, well, what time frames do you enter off, etc., etc. Personally, I enter off in the 1 minute. Okay, more often than not, I'll enter off the lower time frames, which is for me the 1 minute. Okay, but really, guys, depending on how you trade. Okay, so this entry model here, right? So for example, in this instance, right, I'll just play it back. So let's just say we have this breaking structure here. Sorry guys, just a little hiccup there, but as I was saying, in terms of the time frames that you guys are using, right, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so in this instance here, let's say we've got a breaking structure here. Okay, we've got a breaking structure. We just jump down to the 10 minute. We've got POI that price come into now. Okay, pretty valid POI there. And same thing, right? Liquidation. Okay, now technically you could have change the character here, but just to keep it simple, a bit less aggressive, change the character and entry. Right, so in this instance, I've not scaled down to the 1 minute. Okay, I've not scaled down to the 1 minute. Right, now obviously, if I scale down to the 1 minute, I could have had, so in this instance here, using the wick, it's about like let's just say a 9 pip stop loss. And if I scale down to the 1 minute, I could have perhaps had like a 3 pip stop loss or even less, right? But in terms of the entry that entry time frames that you guys are using, it really depends on you guys. Okay, test it, right? And it depends on your day to day, right? If you don't have the luxury to jump on the 1 minute, then there's nothing wrong with using the 15 minute. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, as long as you stay consistent with it. So this entry model, right? So we come into a high time frame POI. So we take out liquidity into the high time frame POI. We get a nice aggressive reaction, which follows through by the change of character. We expect price to retrace into that extreme, and off it goes. Right? So remember, guys, test it. Test it on the time frames that you guys are trading on, and collect data. Get comfortable with it, and then if you want to, start using it. Okay, so it's a pretty strong entry model. Make sure you have certain rules around it. Okay, like I said, it is slightly on the aggressive side. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. But yeah, as long as you have rules around it of when you use it, when you don't use it, then it should all be good. So guys, that's it for me. Like I said, just a little quick video of a really powerful entry model here. Like I say, like I've always said, regardless of using this entry model, another entry model, it doesn't really matter. You're still going to take winners, still going to take losing trades, still going to take break evens. Okay, just let the numbers play out. Okay, just let the numbers play out. Okay, but like I said, remember to test it, collect data, right? And if you guys have any other questions, any follow through questions with this video, just give me a shout. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and I will catch you all next week.